Hey YouTube! Today I want to talk about confrontation. I want to talk about how to handle confrontation because confrontation is something that you're going to see when you start working in groups. Anytime you work with people, you guys are not going to see eye to eye. To me, I really appreciate differences. I really do like to have people around me that are very different from me, have different opinions and different views. And of course, this is going to have some struggle with it. It has goods and bads. So the good part about it to me is that the opinions are varied. The perspectives are extremely different. And the ability to see all sides of the board is much more thorough. And I will take that any day over having a whole bunch of teams that really agree with you on everything you do. Having a team that agrees with you on everything you do, they never challenge you. They never make you think about what you're doing further than your own perspective. And so I really like having the team that I have now. We're so different. If you see us, we're all strong women who have been leaders in the past and who now, usually I take the back seat, but now they're taking the back seat for me. And I think that they usually are definitely leaders, so they have a lot to say about the things that I do. But when they talk, as a good leader, I listen. Anything that they say, I never take to be wrong. I never take to be malicious or anything like that. Anything that they say, I take it, I listen to it, I understand that it's from their perspective. I understand that and value their opinions. So sometimes I don't think anything's wrong and they come to me and they're like, did you realize that you just... And I'm like, oh, is that what happened there? And then the bad about it, though, is that if I'm not quiet enough to listen, if I don't respect their opinions, then they feel devalued. They don't feel like I care about them or what they're saying, and they'll work less. They won't be as productive and wonderful as they are. So with a couple of simple words, I can easily demote them and have them not feel that I love them. And I love the girls I work with. I can't even say enough about them. But since they're looking to me for guidance and they're looking to me for approval as a manager or as a president of the club, it's very easy for me to gear off of that if I don't keep myself in the right frame of mind. So that goes into what I've noticed is that if as a boss or a manager you're unhappy about something or you feel any kind of way, you really can't let that get to you. You can't let that change your demeanor. You can't let that fade your smile, because once the people that are following you realize that you are unhappy about something or that you are discouraged, because that's basically what happened to me, they get discouraged too, and they start worrying as well, and they it kind of causes a little bit of chaos, because if you're not the strong, powerful leader, and someone thinks that you are going to step down, or someone thinks that you're going to quit or give up, they don't have anything to fight for either. The best leaders are people that other people want to follow. And the best thing about that is that I'm leading leaders who other people want to follow. The women on my team, I believe they bring 5 or 6 people behind them who they inspire on a regular basis, not just because they're in this club, but because of their everyday life, because of how they talk. They mentor these women. So if I fail the 3 or 4 people on my board, I fail all the other people, the 5 to 10 people that they have each behind them. And so I can't allow my feelings in this moment to stop the progress of what we're doing. And it's so difficult. I've never been in a situation like this before. And I've learned that there's no I in team. That's what I was saying earlier. So I can't feel that all the pressure falls on my shoulders, in the same token that I can't say I'm the one doing this or I'm the one doing that. I have to use the we vocabulary. We need to do this. We should have done this. We can do this. And so that's something I'm not used to. I'm very used to being independent and doing everything myself, and that's where I think most leaders and managers fall short. They want to micromanage. They want to tell their people, you just go over there and do that simple task, and I'll stand here and do all the hard work. And by being a martyr and doing all the hard work, they're not allowing anybody to live to their full potential. So I do try to allow them to do their own projects and encourage them to take the range. And I like to work with very empowered people, so they know that they have the rights to do certain things, and the right to make mistakes. We all have the right to make mistakes, and by allowing them the right to make mistakes, they're not afraid to try something new. They're not afraid to venture out a little bit. And it allows me the space to make mistakes too. It allows me the opportunity to say sorry for things that I've done wrong, or things that they felt I've done wrong, or where I've all out dropped the ball. Like, they allow me the space to be human, because I allow them the space as well. And so that is, to me, of the utmost importance when you're managing and when you have people that you are leading, is really meeting them on common grounds, respecting their differences, and knowing that their differences are exactly what works for your team, making sure that they actually do work for your team in all of their flaws and wonderful characteristics. Because I'm a person too. If I were to say to them that they are not good because they talk too much and now they need to shut up and sit there, then they won't give me their ideas. If I can hone in on what is good about that, for instance, hey, you have a lot of ideas, but sometimes when we're in meetings, you overtalk people. What if you write them down in the meetings and bring them up? Or write them down and email me them, so that I can make sure to address all of your issues and concerns. Taking anything that is negative about a person and spinning it in that way really helps them to hone in on who they are and not feel so down. Because chances are, if you told someone they talk too much, or they blur out too much, or you're very judgmental in whatever it is that they're doing, the other 10 people that were before you were probably judgmental too, and now they just want to shut up, sit in a corner, because they are not their views aren't respected. So, and I'm just using that as one, because people used to say that to me all the time, shut up, sit down. And now I talk on Facebook and people actually listen, and I'm not forcing anyone this time. It's not a captive audience. You can leave whenever you want. So basically, you take your team, you take what you got, you find the beauty in them, you find what's good in them, you find the strength in them, you tap into that, and they'll do the same for you. And anything that falls short of amazing, you let them know that it's okay, and you're going to work with them on that, and you find the bright side to the sides that maybe other people would have just downright hated. There's a lot of people around me that I feel have that. They have a side that they don't show people, because people always shut down, but I have a way of letting them know that that side is actually still an important side of them. I'm just going to sum it all up with saying I'm still a learning in progress with this whole leadership thing. I hope that I go far with being a leader, and I hope that the team that I have now continues to work with me in the future, even further than school, because they're really some dynamic people. All right, bye.